Hi everyone. Once you've created your presentation and made it accessible to everyone, what you need to do is embed it into the website for PPLCI this year. And so I'm going to just walk through how to go about doing that. You have to make sure, again, that presentation is public, and so see that other video to see how to do that. Change that setting if you don't know. And then any other resources already need to be uploaded to Google Docs or Google Drive in order to make this happen. So I'm going to assume that has already happened. And I've made some pages for the sessions that I already know about. So if you don't find your session here, you need to let me know. Just send me an email and I'll create your page for you. But the first thing you have to do is find your page. So this is our main page for the PPLCI website. And so I know that I have created a page and it is under the early childhood and elementary sessions. So I'm going to come click on early childhood and elementary. That's going to take me to my page, and here I have a sample page, and this is going to take me to my sample page. Now everybody's sample page looks exactly the same right now. It's made from that same template. So what you need to do is make it your own. So I'm on my sample page now, and you can tell that you're logged in, and looking at my screen you can tell that I'm logged in because I have editing tools in the upper right hand corner. And you can see that my email address is up here as well. So the first thing you need to do once you get on your page is click on this little pencil tool, and that allows you to edit the page. You're going to see that you go into edit mode and you have the editing tools that are available. And I'm going to scroll down here just a little bit so you can see my screen and I can make my changes. First of all, if your title is incorrect, go ahead and change that. Make sure that it reflects whatever your title is for your presentation. But the big thing is right here under slides. I told you before that the reason that we are using Google presentations is to make this more accessible for people. So right here you have a sample presentation that I've put there so you can see it. And if you click on that, you have a number of different options down here at the bottom. On the left hand side you have a little gear and it says properties, and this will allow you to change that presentation to something else, so a different presentation that you've already created. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to bring up my properties box, and I'm going to click change right up here at the top. This is going to allow me to go and select a different slide deck, a different Google presentation where I can replace the default one with the one that I've created. So I click on change there. It's going to bring me into all of my presentations that I've done before. Now I'm going to change this to just another sample presentation that I have as a part of my Google Drive. But you should see all of your presentations in Google Drive right here. So I'm going to click on this Google Apps Board Pres, and that's going to replace the template with this particular presentation. So I'm going to click on that, click select. It's going to change the title right here, and then I'm going to click save, and that changes my presentation here to the presentation that I need for PPLCI. Now the other thing is right down here underneath where it says email, you need to put your email there so that people can contact you later. So to do that, put your name, highlight your name, and then come up here to the little chain links and click on that button. Now what we need to do on this little dialog is click on web address and then just put in your email address. Click OK, and now that's a link. So we've changed our presentation to the PowerPoint or to the Google presentation that you've used. We've linked up our email address, and now we need to finish up by putting the resources over here. Any resource that you think people might need later, even if you have a hard copy of them that you're giving it to them, because we want to make this more accessible to people in the future, we want to put those resources right here. And the best way to do this is to use Google Drive and upload those documents there. So let me show you an example here. I've already uploaded a document, and so what I'm going to do is right here, I'm going to just delete that, and I'm going to call this Resource 1. Put whatever makes sense for you right there. Now in this case, this is going to be, I'm just going to make this a website because sometimes you may have documents, you may have websites, whatever it is that you think they're going to need in the future. So highlight that, click on the link again. Instead of having a sites page, I'm going to click web address. So click web address, and I'm going to put in the link just to Google for this particular instance. Now, if it is an external website, clicking on this open this link in new window checkbox is a good idea so that they don't lose the PPLCI site. So I'll click OK there. That's perfect. Now, let me put another resource, and this is going to be the agenda. And this agenda lives inside of my Google Drive. Now, you can do this a couple of different ways, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the word agenda, and then I'm going to go out to my Google Drive, because what I want to do, here are my documents. Okay, so I have 3 different agendas. I'm going to link one of those agendas to this page, to my PPLCI presentation page. So let me go ahead and click on the little box in front of it. And what I need to do is to share this with anyone who has the link. So if you already know about sharing with Google Docs, what you need to do is share this with anybody who has the link. But if you don't know, let me go ahead and show you. I'm going to click on this little checkbox, click on the little person with the plus sign. This is the share button. And then when this comes up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that anyone who has the link, rather than can edit, I'm going to change that to it being public on the web. I want to make it that anyone, the access, rather than can edit, can view. Unless I want them to change my document, I don't want them to be able to edit or comment. I just want them to be able to view it. And most of the time, that's what you're going to do if you have documents. So I'll click Save, and that's going to give me this URL up at the top. It's already highlighted. Right-click, click Copy. I've copied that URL. Now when I go back to my sample page, highlight Agenda, click on the link. Again, this is a web address, and I'm just going to paste that URL right in here. Again, because this is an external thing, I'm going to open this link in a new window. Click OK. Both of these things are now linked. So now let's take a look at what this looks like. I'm going to click Save up here at the top. One of the things about Google Sites is it doesn't automatically save for you. It saves drafts, but not the entire site. Click on Save. And you're going to see that over here, this is my new presentation. My email address is linked down here. And if I click on Resource 1, it's going to open up a new tab and take me to Google. If I click on Agenda, it's going to open up a new tab and take me to the agenda for PPLCI. So, 3 things that you need to change on your page. First of all, make sure your title is correct. But then you need to change the slides. You need to add your email address, and then you need to add any resources that you plan to use so that we can have this accessible throughout the upcoming school year. I hope that helps, and if you have any questions, please let me know.